Hello everyone, today we are going to discuss Unit 2 Current Challenges of Indian Economic Development. In current challenges, first of all we will discuss chapter poverty. So let's start from poverty. What is poverty? It is the inability to fulfill the minimum requirements of life. Now what is the minimum requirements of life? Food, education, health, clothes, all of these are the minimum requirements of life. So what is poverty? It is the inability to fulfill the minimum requirements of life. There are two types of poverty. The first one is relative poverty and the second one is absolute poverty. In relative poverty, we are comparing the poverty between people, regions and country. So it refers to the poverty in comparison to other people, region and country. Or in absolute poverty, the total number of people below poverty line. In this situation, the people have very low income and unable to meet their minimum consumption. Now what is minimum consumption? Again, food, education, health and clothes. So the people in absolute poverty are unable to meet their minimum consumption. Now we are going to discuss what is poverty line and determination of poverty line. So poverty line, which divides the population into poor or non-poor. It includes monthly per capita expenditure and minimum calories consumption. So first of all, we are going to discuss monthly per capita expenditure. In rural area, we needed rupees 816 per month, and urban we need rupees 1000 per month. Or when we are talking about minimum calories consumption, in rural area we needed 2400 calories per person per day, and in urban area we need 2100 calories per person per day. Why we need more calories in rural area? Because the people in rural area are engaged in physical activity. So we need more calories in rural area. So now what is poverty? It is the inability to fulfill the minimum requirements of life. There are two types of poverty. The first one is relative poverty, in which we compare the poverty between people, region and country. Absolute poverty, the total number of people below poverty line. Poverty line, which divides the population into poor or non-poor, or it includes monthly per capita expenditure and minimum calories consumption. Okay. Now we are going to discuss the trend of poverty in India. So let's start from here. In 1960-61, the number of poor 17 crore and the percentage of poor 34%. In starting 1950-51, in India, the poverty is very low. After that, 2004-5, the number of poor increased from 17 crore to 40 crore, and the percentage of poor also increased from 34 to 37.8%. In 2009-10, the number of poor is 35 crore and the percentage of poor is 29.8%. Or when we talking about the according to the census of 2011-12, nearly 22% of India population is poor. Or in number of poor, 26.93 crore. So in OX-axis we will show here, OY-axis we will show the percentage of poor. In starting in India 1950-51, the poverty is very low, and in 2009-10 the poverty is 29.8%. or in 2011-12 the percentage of poverty is decreased from 29.8% to 21.9%. So conclusion, in 1960-61 the number of poor in India is 17 crore, or when we talking about in percentage, so 34% people are poor in India in 1960-61, and in 2011-12 the number of poor in India is 26.93 crore, or nearly 22% of India population is poor in 2011-12. Now we are going to discuss the percentage of population below poverty line in different states. So highest in Chhattisgarh, Jharkhand, Manipur, Bihar, Odisha and Assam. In Chhattisgarh, nearly 39 percentage, nearly 39% of population is poor in Chhattisgarh. Nearly 36% of population is poor in Jharkhand. Manipur 36.89, Bihar 33.74, and Odisha 32%, and Assam 31.98%. So it's a highest poor state in India. So least poverty in India, in which states the poverty is very least? So first Goa, second Kerala, and third Himachal Pradesh. So in Goa only 5.09% of population is poor, or in Kerala only 7.0% of population is poor, or in Himachal Pradesh only 8.06% of population is poor. So it's a trend of poverty in India and the percentage of population below poverty line in different states. Causes of poverty. First, rapid increase in population. Second, inflation. Third, unemployment. Fourth, rural indebtedness. Fifth, high illiteracy rate. So let's start from first, rapid increase in population. What happened? Reduce the availability of natural resources per head and decrease the per capita income. It means if population is increased, our per capita income is decreased and the availability of per head resources are also decreased. Inflation. What is inflation? Generally, inflation means rise in general price level, or if general price level is increased, the low level income people, the purchasing power of low level income people is decreased. Third, unemployment. Rate of unemployment increase and employment opportunity is very low. Fourth, rural indebtedness. In rural area, pupils are borrow money from unorganized sector on high interest rate. So it's a rural indebtedness. Fifth, high illiteracy rate. Due to lack of resources or due to lack of knowledge, the pupil not be able to participate in the emerging employment opportunities. So there are 5 main reasons and main causes of poverty. Now we are going to discuss effects of poverty. The first is child labor, second illiteracy, third unemployment, fourth lack of nutrition and diet, and fifth poor standard of living. Now we are going to discuss types of poverty. So there are 3 types of poverty: chronic poor, transient poor, and non-poor. So we will discuss from chronic poor. It includes such people who are always poor. So it's a chronic poor means it includes such people who are always poor. Transient poor, it includes people who regularly moves in and out of poverty. It means who are occasionally poor. Example, seasonally worker. Third, non-poor, it includes people who never comes under poverty line. So it's a types of poor. Poverty with reference to unequal distribution of income. The main cause of poverty in India, the unequal distribution of income in India. Government tries to bring equality through progressive taxation and other measures. Government imposes higher taxes on rich people and collect money receipts and distribute those income for social welfare. So government tries to bring equality through progressive taxation and other measures. Top 20% of population having more than 50% of total income, and bottom 40% of population having only 15% of total income. So it's a big difference because only 20% of population having more than 50% of income. According to Monopoly Inquiry Commission, 1536 companies in country are controlled by only 75 people. And so it means people with more income having more capacity to generate money income, and poor people have always to struggle in their life for their survival. It means food education, health, clothes. So poor people have always to struggle in their life for their survival. Now we are going to discuss measure to remove poverty. There are two measures to remove poverty. First one is fiscal measure and the second one is legislative measure. There are two policy in economics. The first one is fiscal policy and the second one is monetary policy. Fiscal policy means the policy of government, and monetary policy, monetary means money, money means bank, bank means RBI. The policy of RBI, that is our monetary policy. So here we will discuss fiscal measure and legislative measure. Fiscal measure means government policy. Government imposes higher taxes on rich people, and tax receipts of government are used to subsidize poor section of society, food, education. Again, government क्या करती है? Government imposes higher taxes on rich people and collect money receipt and distribute that income for social welfare. So it's a fiscal measure. Now legislative measure. Legislate means related to law. So minimum wages act, price floor and right to education will come in legislative measure. Minimum wages act means minimum wages are fixed by government as a law, and price floor means the minimum price fixed by the government. Right to education, it means free and compulsory education for 6 to 14 year students. It comes in Article 21A. So it's a two measure to remove poverty, fiscal measure and legislative measure. Other measure enhancing quality of life of the poor. Development of agriculture. Agriculture should be modernized. Better seeds, irrigation and chemical fertilizers should be used. Second, stability in the price level. If price continuously rise, the standard of living of poor will be continuously decrease. Third, labor intensive technique, in which labor is used more than capital. So India should adopt the labor intensive technique to increase employment. Fourth, provision of minimum need of the poor. It means provision of primary health care for poor, provision of primary education for poor. Fifth, special focus on backward areas. Sometime in backward areas having many resources, so government should set up the plant and project on in backward areas. Rural education. National Rural Higher Education Council are set up for to increase the rural education, and there are 14 rural education institutions in our country. Next, adult and female education. National Literacy Mission was set up in 1988. What was the aim of National Literacy Mission? The aim, providing meaningful education to the youth of age group 15 to 25 years, and main focus on female education. Women Polytech College have been set up, and again it's renamed as Sakshar Bharat. There are 11 crore illiterates in the country between the age group of 15 to 25 years. So it's a other measure enhancing